I really shouldn't even use this screw again. As you can tell, it's already stripping. But that'll hold that, so that's fine. Alright, now, what do I need? I gotta clean this mess up real quick. So meanwhile, like I said, we get toned out. You know what? I'm not bothering anybody for this. That's crazy. I mean, that's all there is to it. I am not going to wake somebody up and call them out there to go out on a call that really didn't need. But see, what was happening here is the cop didn't want to stay there. Because once the call was put in, they can't just leave until the UI company gets there. Or in this case, Eversource, I think it is. Alright, so meanwhile, now I have this over here. This is a little angle because of the cable that's pulling on it. There for now. Got this, so that's fine. I'll bring out a few little tools for it and put them right underneath here in a little drawer, so it'll be all set there. I'm not going to be doing anything heavy with it, so that should be okay. This thing is basically done. Once I get those two clamps on there, I'll hook it up. And today I was going to actually weld the down supports. Because so basically what it is here's the pole that's out there. There's two of them, and they're on a little bit of an angle. And they're like this. And they're a little bit less than the width of the van. And then what I need to do, and these are concreted into the ground. What I'm going to do now is take another piece of angle that I have and weld it there. And that's going to be in the ground as well. I'm not going to take it to the top. I'm just going to put it above here. And that's kind of how it's going to be. So this will support this from going backwards. It's not going to come forward. So that's where we're at. So these, I wanted to put on today. But it's a little windy out there. It's cold. I don't feel like pulling out the welder. I do have a 30 amp plug out there for that welder that I can use. Bamboo, bamboo. You know, understandably so, you know, people think, oh, it's windy out, she'll blow the fire out. Yeah, but no, it doesn't work that way. It spreads the fire faster. That trash can has to get moved. The other day when I was welding over there and the sparks are going down there, I'm looking at it, and then I gave it some spray. I didn't want to have to worry about it taking off at night, starting a fire. Let me put these back over there. Alright. So, the 360 is down here. The El Cheapo is up there. Well, that's not the El Cheapo. That's the Cam Park X20. It doesn't do a bad job. It was $70. This is the El Cheapo. Now this has the mic jack on it as well, and everything else. This one works, however, it doesn't give true colors. It's like overexposed. So sometimes the colors look like, wow, look at that, that looks great. And then you notice other parts of it just doesn't look right. It looks almost granulated. You know, if you had an even flow between white and black, you get that nice even exchange, the blend, the fade in or fade out of one color to the other. Well, with this one, you see the fade, but you see where the fade starts and stops, if you know what I mean. So it's not perfect. It's good for the van, you know, to have, you know, if I just need something real quick. So that's what that's for. And I've noticed if I put it in a case, it's actually worse, because then you start getting those lines, a lot of lines. You know, when you're driving, if there's something with a line, a straight line, you get that jagged line. That, you know, I think you guys know what I'm talking about. I may not be explaining it right. So I don't bother putting it in the case. I don't care about waterproof. Again, I don't plan on using it underwater or anything. And what little rain it may get on it, if any, is not a big deal. It's small enough to shelter it. Alright, so there was something I wanted to do here, that's why I cleared this all up. Now I can't remember what it was. This little can come in handy. You know, you think about it. The other ones were in a little blister pack. Just a little piece of cellophane, you know, shrunk around it. 5 of them for $9. There were 10 in here for $14. And this comes with a little can. You kind of think about this. Why didn't they just blister pack those as well? I mean, not that it was going to save me anything, but it could have saved them a few bucks. So this is going to be the little area right here on top of the old table saw. Well, that reminds me, I got to do something. That reminds me. Where I may attempt to play around with some of that, whatever you want to call it, building models or whatever. Structure fire. Can't be. Come on. Structure fire. 45 North Main Street. That's the Branford's headquarters. That's the main firehouse. Wouldn't that be a shot in the ass if your home fire department burns down and it's the headquarters, which is a new building. It's all state of the art. All right. What I need to do, you guys can sit here and watch if you want. I'm going to move some of this stuff over here for now, because that's going back in the van. See if I can move this so you guys can see what's going on if you want. Get the hammer out of the way. Hammer time. Can't touch that. Actually, that 3D or 360 camera is not going to work there. I can just see me now dropping it. We got to find another home for you guys. Look, into the vet yesterday or the day before. That's when the wife came in, getting all upset. 10 inches. Okay. Uh, Someday I gotta change the blade and the belt on this. But what happens is the way she explained it to me, because I did go with her, because she needed support for some reason. I think it's because, you know, the last few times the support, it was bad news, you know, and she was just worried about it being bad news. So I can kind of understand it. But he apparently Malamutes and certain animals, dogs, have this gene or whatever. I don't know exactly what you call it, but sometimes they get these little lesions, these little cracks around their butt hole. And there's medication that you can take for it. The thing is it medication that will cure it? Well, it does cure it. However, can it come back? Yeah, it can. Is the medication something you have to take every day or every other day or every third day? Only if it continues to come back. You follow? So if it was to come back, he may be on this medication for life. You know, every 3 days he takes a pill. Not a big deal. We all have to get pills when we get older. So that's kind of where it was. So meanwhile, when I'm there, sometimes I'll ask questions that she may not, because she's thinking of one thing at the time. And when the doctor was checking his butt, she cleaned out the gland. So I'm not a vet, nor do I really get involved with a lot of that stuff. So I said, explain exactly what this thing is that you just cleaned out. She goes, well, it's a stinky, you know, substance. And in the wild, back from the days of wolves and things like that, they would drag their butt on the ground and release this substance in that gland to kind of mark their territory, to show, you know, their dominance at that area and stuff like that. She goes, and nowadays they don't do that anymore. So sometimes in some dogs, this gland, you know, if they don't release it or clean it, you know, it starts to build up a little bit. And it's not a big deal. Okay. It's nature. And that's basically what I was trying to find out, so that the wife can calm down a little bit. So anyway, I says, well, how much was in there? She goes, maybe half, if that. You know, she says, but, you know, if he drags his butt, just check. But the butt dragging could be because he's just cleaning out the gland.